Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of What If Rome Never Collapsed. Now in this episode we are going to start off in South America. Now Rome is at its highest. With all these colonies, they have new minerals, basically new tools, you could say. And now the dark blue colony is going to expand even further. Its owner, or the dark blue empire, or Africa, is actually fully full. So, same with Asia. So there are same with Antarctica, and there are still some pieces in Oceania. But America is newly colonized. And so what's gonna happen now is the Nordic Union is going to expand furthermore into. Also, I'm pretty sure this is like the 1500s. Or, not the 1500s, but it's new. It's basically like the new year. I would say it's 1500s. And China is still mad, but not that mad anymore. So, they forgive India, and they're just going to expand further more into North America. And they are going to fully conquer the coastal, not coast, but the western coast. Well, not western, but you get what I'm saying. So, they are going to invade Mexico and take basically all of Mexico. And now, they have taken, Texas. But now, sorry guys. But now, Rome has officially sailed to North America. And they quickly take what they can take right now. So after an agreement, this is the final borders of America. As you can see, the Nordics get a lot of Canada, and the Chinese get basically all of Mexico. And I know we're already in the video, but there's going to be a rebellion. Oh, this rebellion is going to be in the Nordic Alliance and the Rome. So everyone is surprised that Rome let this happen, because Rome is basically a superpower. Why would they let this happen to themselves? And the answer is, they don't even know. Now, you might see the borders in it. You might be like, hey, is that Germany? And you are correct. Germany declared independence. Or the Germanic tribes declared independence. Rome is it took some land, but we'll let it slide. So, Germany is at peace, and they want some of this some of the Nordics' land, so they're gonna go into Denmark. And as you can see, they take all of Denmark, basically. And they have some goals, so they buy some land from... they buy some land from Rome in here. So they officially have a colony in South America. And they ask India if they can have these colonies, and India said, oh yeah, at a small price at least. And surprisingly, Germany agreed. So you might be thinking, hey, this is a series about Rome. Do more about Rome. I want to give more story to you guys. So this is what's happening. Okay? Or, sorry, not okay, but... So, Rome is going to be like, okay, we want to expand more into South America. So, that's what they're going to do. They're going to go around the coast and conquer pieces of land. Big pieces of land. And they have officially established what is today some of Brazil and a lot of other lands. So, you might be thinking, okay, so Rome is a little too big. And I would say yes, you are correct. But India is going to have its chance today. So India is going to basically go and redeem itself as a pretty good nation. So they are going to go around the coast and meet up with Rome. Rome is like not mad at this. They're just like, hey, we want the rest of land over here. And India agrees to like give them this land. So yeah, Rome has officially like set up probably the biggest colony out of all of them, except for China. They are still competing with China to have the biggest colony. And so the new German, basically empire, you could say, is going to expand into Venezuela. And they're gonna block Rome from getting this coast. And Rome isn't mad. They're just like, okay, you can do that, I guess. So they're going the new German country is going to invade what is Czechs today. And this is actually going to be a very good thing. This video is going to be short because I don't have time, and Germany is just going to become what is a pretty big empire, and they're going to attack Nordic Poland, and now they're going to attack Lithuania and Belarus. Now, as you can see, the German Empire is looking a little bit different than what is in actual history. The German Empire is not barbaric. They are actually formal. And they are basically like Nordic Romans. Because some came from Rome, some came from Nordic. So, as you can see, Rome is like, okay, this new country is getting a little on my nerves, so I need a peace deal with them. So they do a peace deal. Now the dark blue colony is going to attack, or basically annex more lands, and India is going to catch up and fully take over this or basically Argentina and Chile. And they're going to take the, I don't want to pronounce it because it might put my channel into jeopardy, the Falklands. Now, if you would like to subscribe, do. We're trying to expand the channel even more. Also, I will do a very, very good reveal or what's gonna reveal. I'll reveal about what is the channel's future and what it can contain. So, now the Germans colony is going to basically take over all of Colombia. And as you can see, that there's like these little patches of land just being annexed until they establish a confirmed border. The Romans get to have the rest of this. I'll remove it. Wait. And we get to see here that Rome is going to come from Latin America. Well, Rome is Latin, so so they're going to go down here and officially establish the rest of the borders for South America. And as you can see here, there are no more colonizations of South America. It has been fully sealed. Now, this is just a what if. The final episode is probably going to be in a couple more episodes. Probably a world war, as we can tell. But this video isn't all about Rome, or is all about Rome, so we have a war coming in. So Rome gets a little greedy and gets this part of Brazil. And they fully achieved the Brazilian dream. Well, basically, a Brazilian dream, you could say. And the Dark Blue Colony is not happy about this. So they're gonna launch an attack. They're gonna say, hey, no more should you have all lands. Let's give all lands back, or we have all these lands forever. And Rome is not going to take this lightly, so they're going to go down and show them a lesson. Why not to mess with Rome? So, as you can see, Rome is going back down by the river until they ask for a treaty, because no one wants to fight anymore. And as you can see, the country is split into basically 4 parts. One, and the nation is like, okay, we're going to split into 4 parts, because that is what we can basically only do at this point. One is going to remain its allegiance as the dark blue. One is going to be an ally with this one and trading partner for this one. Let me get to the other 2 after I color this in. This is, do I have a country that's bound? No, I do not. So this country is going to be all about Republic. Let me just color it in, and I'll talk about, and the other one is going to be a little fascinating. Also, these new nations are probably just going to, be dead in, a few episodes. I don't know, though. And let me find a color. And this one is going to be a communist party. Well, and they're going to treat themselves good. Well, I don't even know what that means, but they're going to treat India good, and they're going to ask for just pieces of land, and they achieve these land claims. But the Brown Nation is just going to stay like it is and not do anything at all. So in this episode, Rome is basically going to take all of this, and they're going to establish its full borders right now. So, for later, they don't have any problems with China. And China is just going to take this and just do nothing, because China does not want to anger anyone, because what happened last time. And what they're basically going to do is they're going to take all of this peninsula, and going to take all of this. Hold up. I'm going to color in a country, because that's what I need right now. So this series is probably going to end soon, and I know I said 20 episodes, but it's too much for 10 episodes. So oh no. Looks like I just have to color it manually. So it's probably going to be probably 5 to 6 more episodes. I might do a season 2. I do not know though. It's going to be what if China, the Qin dynasty never collapsed. That's going to be in the future though. Well, I still have to determine it, and I do not know whether or not it will still be a thing. I do not know. So, as you could see, the last big lands of North and South America are being taken until they fully take it. And Rome is actually pretty mad at China, because they thought China would show sympathy and give them more land, but they didn't. So they're going to expand and take the big states. And China is like, okay, you can have those, and these are ours. And Rome is like, okay, fine, we'll let you. And there are tensions. Because there is word of an independence in what is Roman American. And probably at night, without anyone knowing, I gotta find it. Without anyone knowing, come on, let me find it. Rome takes all of the United States, especially Alaska. And, and they take some parts of Canada. This launches an attack on the Nordic Union. And as we speak, several of the unions break apart. And I know, crazy. Can you even do this part in the series? And I can't, because, well, So there are several breakaways. Now, these breakaways are going to probably collapse soon, but the Blue Nation is no longer, after probably like 800 years, the Nordic Union has collapsed. No more unions, or no more of this union. And Germany sees this as a win. So they are going to conquer what is weak lands and establish basically a government. Finally, a government. Because they were like, we're probably going to collapse soon, so don't make a government. But they actually didn't collapse. So they are going to expand furthermore into Balkan lands, and they establish basically the German Empire. Oh no, I didn't. What is this? Well, let's just say China got these lands or an independence. I don't know what this is. Now this might be the glitch that happened earlier. I posted about it, like a week ago. So my bad if that happens. I didn't know. So as we can see, the Nordic, this is what is remaining of the Nordic Alliance. Antarctica is still being. Antarctica is abandoned, and no one has it.